Go towards inside that post, but look at the aggression once again. CT's battling there at the side alley position, coming out on top, and that's going to commit Fnatic to the inside place at this point. Flusher going down the lower ramp first, and bombs should be planted here. They've got some control, and up to Stanislau now on the upper ramp to find the first kill.
They're going to get the bomb plant down, but they're all stuck on this little part of the site. No one is moving up. No one's got any control right now on the Fnatic side. That's a really big problem. And now finally they're doing it here on the Swedish side. That's really good news. Team Liquid, though, all grouped up, 4 members, and now they're ready to push on in. The smoke is going to clear any second. Twist hitting a headshot on Dennis. They need to do a hell of a lot more, Fnatic. They need a strong start more than ever. Crims looking for the kill. Flusher picking up one. They're turning it now, and it's all on Crims. 1 versus 2. He's got the Glock close range. Mid-air headshot. Are you kidding me? He takes down Stanislau as well, and Fnatic gonna pick it up. What in God's name has just happened? That first kill, or the second one there, we've got to get that in just ultra slow motion.
1% speed, let's get that coming in. Oh my God, what was this? Oh,
my
that's
God.
Unbelievable. The dirtiest play I think we've had in the tournament so far. It's Crims. He saves Fnatic. It was Liquid who were going so aggressive. We were wondering if they could bring that stance once again to the second map here. They certainly did. Funneled Fnatic towards inside. Like I said, very passive play towards that area. They get the bomb down, and Crims and Flusher go to town. Very impressive stuff there. Fnatic are back, and we go into the second round here. Forced bite from Liquid. CZ scouts and a 5-7 to work with as well. Fast play though from Fnatic. This could be their downfall, but they're opening up the fragging here, looking quite promising. JW through the smoke, of course, and JDM finds him. Bomb will be planted. It's such a brawl out here.
Just all bumping heads inside of the smoke, but eventually they're going to come out on top with Crims at a double kill there. And Stanislau sneaking around up in the white holes, not really able to do anything at this point. I mean, the pace hasn't changed much. It was so aggressive on Mirage earlier.
Yeah.
Seems like both teams are committed to do the same thing here on Train. This could be a really aggressive. I mean, just the mentality you can feel out of Fnatic here, that's what I want. That's what you want, you know, just make sure that they set the tone early on, that they're here to win it, and just follow through.
It looks like it's going well so far. A fast play towards outside. I'm not usually a fan of the very fast strategies against the second round force buy against CTs. I like to just do defaults at the start, then work into the round. But this can work as well, as long as you're confident. Some basic smokes going down, flashbangs in, running through the smoke. Got a bit scary for them. JDM finds 1 kill, but that's all they get. So promising start now for Fnatic. This should kind of get them back in the driving seat. They needed a bit of something to get them into the game. Crims, that great clutch, that's certainly delivered. And we're going to round number 3 here. Liquid. Pretty much full eco this one. Have a look at JDM's money as well. So he kept his substantially higher than his teammates. He's got 37.50 right now, right? So he's absolutely fine getting the AWP next round. That's good news. Like we said, Fnatic, in my opinion, not looking amazing AWP team right now. They've got plenty of low players that can wield the weapon, but generally speaking, it hasn't been like the main string to their bow. It hasn't been winning them rounds.
Well, they're certainly setting the pace once again. Flusher showing just a little bit in A main, and that's enough to keep people there while the bomb is going down on the B bomb side. So Liquid with a bit of a risk putting everyone in that A yard. I don't really mind that. What else are you really going to do with USPs? I think it's a decent idea.
It's just one of those rounds that doesn't really matter too much. Like, you can stack somewhere, hope for the best, but generally you're going for maybe 1-2 kills if you're lucky. 3 players remaining now for the CTs. Not giving too much away. Looking for the exit frags, of course. You've got Nitro coming in from T-Spawn, and JW striking from Connector as well. Just Stanislau remaining. Will be towards outside, and not really much you can do. If he gets 1 kill, that's better than nothing. Pays with Denver's GG50, doesn't find that. So 3-0 for Fnatic. They're going to be taking a MAC 10 into the next round as well. I would say, do you upgrade that? With 8K, I'd say you probably do, considering where you are right now on map down. What did I miss?
Dabbing.
Oh, really? Can we ban that? Is that a thing?
I think it's. I think there was a sign earlier saying that, but I'm glad that it's spreading. You know.
I think in the UK, we shouldn't be doing that. I think we should be better. We've got to represent ourselves here. We don't get many events. Oh, maybe we do. Oh God!
There it is.
Oh God! Unbelievable scenes.
We've got a crowd favorite.
Well, I've lost that hand to take over.
Listen, it is too late to save British culture in this sense,
yeah,
Henry. We've got fidget spinners, we've got dabbing. It's all gone downhill. 4th round is coming up here, and Fnatic have won the first 3, and I must say, much more convincingly than they ever did on Mirage, it seems. So just, you know, that kind of a break, it can really make a big difference, I feel, between the 2 maps, and see what they can do here when they're up against the rifles of Liquid. I look forward to it. Nitro up on the train, and they are putting in grenades all around him. He's going to be a bit careful here. Actually puts up a bit of a defensive grenade, but getting shot in the back instead. It's Crims coming in, and JDM at least gets 1 in return, but this should be a bomb plant.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Very fast out. Assertive play here from Fnatic, but Twist, he is fighting back here. Brings down to 3-on-3 with the bomb planted. CTs are lacking diffuse kits, Anders. So with the AWP up on JDM as well, he needs to start finding frags to connect it. But this is looking great for Fnatic, I have to say. Crossfire set up, and how can he even open this situation up for the CT side? That's not going to help. JDM's dropped.
This should be almost impossible to retake here if you're Liquid.
This is one of the hardest bomb sites in the whole of Counter-Strike, and the map we have right now. Retaking this site when the teams are established like this in an equal situation, there's so many angles, so many tight choke points to get out of the CT side, but Dinosaur finds one constellation frag. I guess you can call it at this stage, because he would definitely not be winning the round. And Fnatic, they've put their mark on Train so far. It's always a difficult round with the CTs, and I would say on this map especially, because he has such a reliance on utility and AWPs, I'm getting away from that force buy in the second round. I'm not even going near that whatsoever.
Yeah. And I mean, if you want to contrast this early part of the half here with Mirage, at least Fnatic get into positions, you know, they get to throw the smokes without getting shot in the face, you know. They've got some sort of setup that actually they can follow through on, and Liquid, they're sort of, I mean, it's hard to stop that on Train. It's not that easy to push in aggressively, maybe a bit more so on Mirage. But we'll see if they try and revert to that later. You can do aggressive pushes towards Ivy or even into A main if you felt like it. And B slope, so there's some options. They're walking right into that C-set 75 though. But the fire will take care of Nitro. Twist and Stan are still left battling out here. Fnatic need to calm it down here. No reason to really rush this.
Well, Fnatic had a lack of respect against them in the first half. Seems like they're giving out the same treatment here in the second. Rushing towards outside once again. It's just Stannis one out the same info. Does find one frag, can't convert the spray into a second though. Got a little bit tense at that point, but shut down by Fnatic. Just fast A splits coming in there, controlling the economy. They know it's going to be an eco, but they did lose 3 frags to pistols, but still, we're getting to that point now. Maximum loss bonus for Liquid. The orbs will come out once again. And normally when things get a bit dire, yes, the double orb setup comes out. So JDM and Nitro. Nitro not like a world star orb. He's like one of those players that's kind of a necessity. When he needs a double orb, he can bring it out. He's decent with it, but he's not going to be like a kind of Fallen Cold Zero sort of combo like that. It's not going to be like show-stopping, you know.
We're going to find out if it's going to have a big impact here. I mean, I think this is a pretty solid choice for Liquid. Certainly, we've seen both Nitro and JDM do a good job, and Nitro will start off taking down JW, so already a bit of a return on the investment. Stan having an awkward battle with Flusher over there and ends up going out on top. JDM will take down Flusher. He tries to come through, and Fnatic getting stopped really hard in this round. Olaf and Crims. Now I guess it's just a question of finding any kills at all.
Yeah, good opening picks here. Double orb setup seems to be working very nicely. As I said, Nitro decent with the AWP, finds 2 frags, and we'll see whether he continue this rampage he's having here in round number 6. 2 players running for Fnatic. They've got tons of money here. They just want to be limiting the city economy. We have seen them win these rounds, but on Train with no map control, I don't really see this happening. Comes down to Olaf Meister with the AWP. If you can find an opening frag, something to work with, of course, a reaction. Maybe his teammate can find a rotation frag. That's Crims at main entrance right now. But it's very unlikely. Just hoping for a mistake to be made here. And there's no real reason for the CTs to investigate. They've got this huge lead. Just hold the bomb sites. Crossfire there. You don't even need to challenge Ivy. As long as you're watching it like this at the backtracks, that's absolutely fine.
But I think they're echoing your thoughts here, Henry, because they're just really far back. You could see Oliver's trying his best to edge in a kill anywhere. There's going to be a great grenade on Twist. That was enough, apparently. 27 seconds here. 2-on-5 turned into a 2-on-4, but again, Liquid are being so defensive. It should not be possible for them to even get onto a site here. Edging their way in, and Crims will have gone down. So now Olaf, last one left to try and get the frag, and it won't happen. They only lose 1 player here. That's really respectable for Liquid.
Yeah, much better. The orbs coming out. Nitro doing some very good work indeed. Just taking down Fnatic piece by piece. 5-on-2 situation. Olaf Meister, like we said, trying to damage the economy any way we can. Lovely grenade from Ivy, I have to say, but didn't get much done from there. And we'll see what happens as we go into round number 7 here, Anders. Double setup still rolling, of course. And I think we have an orbital for Fnatic. We do not. It's going to be 5 AKs for them. I'm sure they just keep up the pace right now. They know this is reset potential for them. Smoke's being deployed already. Suggests this will be another fast play. And why not? Dennis is getting ready. Nade's coming in there. That'll take some damage off him. It's up to Elise now to defend as they start making their way out once more.
It's not a bad grenade at all, but you can see Fnatic are setting up for that wall of smokes. Everyone should be able to identify that based on that setup on the container. They are going to be reining in. And Nitro falling back. You got to be careful. They might flash their way through the smoke. He misses the shot. Dennis will take him down. Elise will get one refrag, but he's shot right in the face by Flusher. So still a really good opening. The rotation is already in. All of Liquid have shown up, and Stan will get a kill on all of. It's still a 3-on-3. But now with the bomb down, they still have a Molotov there on JW. This could get really interesting. Fnatic might be able to use that to prevent any kind of a defuse later on. And what is this rotation happening from Stan so late in this retake?
It's tense now. Retake doesn't look possible to me. The flashbangs are coming in. They're going to give it a go. Bomb ticking away. I think you just call it quits to this one. Stanislaw, why is no one watching Pop Dog? That's insane. Now we have got a chance for a couple of frags here. JDM, lovely close range headshot with the AWP. Up to Crims now, up against it. Bomb being defused. 2 seconds. Can he get there in time? He can't. Somehow, Liquid pulled that round back out of nowhere. It looked like they were locked out completely, Anders. And somehow, the close range orb, it delivers. JDM saves the round once again.
That's such a ridiculous retake. I can't believe that he was rotating through Pop Dog that late. And then they actually
How
make it work.
are they not watching Pop Dog?
I just have no idea.
The CTs aren't touching the bomb. You have no real reason to disregard it completely, right? And he comes in, Stanislaw finds that free kill. And that's the reason they lose the round, right? He can be anywhere. He can be main entrance, even just to the side train by that place and look towards Pop Dog. Just bait out the shot and make sure you're not going down. That was a horrible decision to have to say from Fnatic, not towards Pop Dog at all. And Stanislaw probably can't believe his luck. Still money remaining though for Fnatic. Had residual cash and the bomb going down as well. 2 rounds in a row though. And JDM, he went to that upper ramp position. So common these days for the AWP, but shut down by Flusher. That's the orb dropped, and now a lot to recover here. Stanislaw, though, he is one of my favorite inside players. He's actually very good at anchoring this side by himself. And we'll see whether he can step up here.
Going aggressive against the grenades, and you're dead on. He's going to turn around. He nearly gets that kill. That was very close.
Good damage.
Taking down Crims. Still a 3-on-4. I think a lot of this hinges on whether or not Elige can make this flank work from Pop Dog. He's managed to sneak his way in. Not finding any kind of a target yet, but now he does see the feet, I think, of Dennis, who's well back there. Flusher turning up with another flank. This could get really weird now. Elige hunting. He doesn't have the time to do this, so really, really great job just trying to stay alive, but they will still lose Flusher, and Elige goes down, so all on Twist.
Yeah, unfortunately, Elise dropped, so that will signal the end of the round there. 2 rounds in a row for Liquid, and once again, it wasn't the prettiest to counter-strike there, but managing to pick up the round towards inside. We needed Stanislaw to step up. It was Nitro. I'll just explain his mindset there for anyone, maybe a new viewer. The fact is he's moving the AWP round with every single round. He wants to be unpredictable, warping towards Ivy, main entrance, this time going aggressive in the inside area. The upper ramp primarily, if you can get an AWP set up on the upper ramp, it means he has full control of the inside bomb site. He can patrol that area, go for kills, and allow one of his riflers to go outside as well, strengthening their outside defense. But unfortunately, the Molotov dropped, and through the incandescence of the flames, Flusher took him down. And at that point, it's really difficult to retake the bomb site there. JDM needs to find at least 1 frag, and Olaf Meister stepping out. That's what we wanted to see. That was lacking yesterday from Fnatic, pushing down the inside bomb tracks and actually getting those rotation frags. And this is looking much better now. 6-2. Money getting weaker there for Liquid. Scouts are out, UMPs, and a CZ as well. Bit of a desperate buy, if you ask me.
It feels like it. Going to be shot down. JW, though, executing Olaf Meister after the fact. Not exactly the best way to get on with the round. It's going to surely cause a bit of confusion in the Fnatic team. So in a weird way, that worked out. I don't know if we can credit Stan with that, but when you only have the UMP, I guess it makes sense to try and push a bit aggressively towards that stairwell. Now, they've got very limited utilities. Even in a 4-on-4, you see they've got just a couple of flashbangs, a grenade, and then a Molotov there on the Liquid side. They're going to run out real soon.
Equal situation for now. Doing everything they can, just about boosting up and connecting. There you go, boys. Still with them. Not too bad. So still got time to work with here. Elige is the player to going up. I like this. He's their craziest fragger. Get him up in a position where he has a bit of a bird's eye view of the bomb side. Try and get 1 or 2 going. Twist is watching towards Ivy. And for now, Fnatic just biding their time. Not giving too much away here. JW looking towards the lower ramp. JDM with the scout looking towards upper. So some inside presence here. Nitro, what have you got for me? As they come down the lower ramp, he needs to step up at the CZ.
What a peek, though, from Crims. Ducks under the crosshair. JDM hoping for a shot, but JW's just ready for him. Very slow and measured approach here for Fnatic, making sure they don't give this round away after the initial confusion up in the hallway there. It's Twist just looking for exits if it's possible at all. This is going to be 7 rounds for Fnatic. I think Olaf in these first 9 rounds has managed to do better than they did on all of Mirage. I think, I mean, that's what we're looking for, more or less.
Yeah, pretty much. almost non-existent as the picked player for Fnatic, be their star. He just didn't arrive on Mirage whatsoever. This is looking much better now. This is actually going to have to be an eco situation. Of course, we have got Twist alive with the UMP, but their money's going to be $1,900 next round per player. Twist, he probably wants to save onto this as much as he can. Doesn't look like that's going to happen. Just about takes down Crimson. Managed to upgrade to an AK, so that's something. Doesn't go down with the bomb, of course. Manages to survive with 40 HP, so there we go. Something to work with him. That's about it, though. An AK-47, his teammates can't force around that. He can probably drop a couple of 5-7, something like that. But a pause for Liquid here. Zeus now. Oh, this is the team kill. I want to see how this went down. Oh, okay, straight in the bum. Not too bad.
That's a bit aggressive, isn't it? JW, he did pretty well that round regardless, so should have made up for it, I suppose, towards the end.
Sure.
Liquid, when you take a timeout like this early on here, Henry, you've got 7-2 on the board. Are you trying to make tactical changes or just calm the team down?
You're just trying to slow down Fnatic's kind of mindset right now. Just take a pause, and they're kind of like they're gonna have to sit there and kind of get frustrated a little bit. They want to keep going and rolling these rounds, bringing them home, and it's a nice way just to break the game up and let them kind of subside a little bit on the Fnatic side. But yeah, Fnatic will be up against an eco this time. Are we having another dab? Is that what we're doing? Is that the new feature of ECS? Who's going to dab in the crowd next?
It is. I like it. You know, maybe
yeah, you think it's a new thing?
I think it's a new thing. Bringing dapping back in 2017 never really went away, did it? But maybe there's hope for 18. Nitro will be going down. Again, they only have that one AK-47 that Twist managed to save in the previous round. And JDM with a USP up on top of the train will take down Flusher. That's not too bad. But should be able to be isolated here. Twist doing a remarkable job. Look at that. Taking down Olaf Meister. He's still in the 1-on-2. He's sort of trapped here as well. He goes for the fight, goes for the spray, takes down Crims. And now it's a 1-on-1. He manages to duck and actually make it past. He's on 14 health. But what the hell is Twist doing right now?
That's
3
nuts.
kills.
Yeah, well, at this point, still anyone's round. Sure, Twist got 14 HP, but Dennis has no idea where he's going towards. He's going to be back towards CT spawn. I still give the advantage to Dennis, but where does he go with this one? He's going to be so tentative, and they're actually going to be meeting each other in CT spawn by the looks of things here. Dennis at the backtracks, Twist coming in from the spawn area itself. Timing is just going to be everything here. Who comes out on top? Twist doesn't want to go towards the backtracks. He's watching towards inside, keeping himself in neutral ground so he can rotate to either bomb site here. Dennis still has no idea. He's going to be a little bit worried about putting this bomb down, and once again, hide and seek begins. Twist coming in the backtrack, and he actually could take him down here. Not going to commit just yet.
Going on the other side of the
The
train.
timings, no way. What?
Dennis has no idea, and he's going to go down. Twist will get the quad kill. I have to admit, Russell Van Dolken does sound like a magician's name, but that's actual magic that we've just seen. He saves one AK-47 in one round and kills 4 people within the next round to give Liquid a 3rd round. My God.
That's so sick. Did you see the timing there? Like, you just assume when you walk past like that, that's pretty unheard of. JDM gets 1 kill with a pistol, but it's Twist. The man of the hour. He saved 1 AK-47 and delivers this kind of performance, gets Liquid back into this game, and a 1v1 as well against Dennis. That's no easy feat. Oh my God, that timing. Get out of here. That's insane. Wow, 7-3. We'll get into the next round, of course. A buy now available for Liquid. A lifeline perhaps here on the CT side as we enter round number 11. All power for JW, same story for JDM. And a default round, that slow pace seems to have gone away now. Fnatic maybe a little bit rattled after that previous round. Want to see what they're up against first. They know they can reset Liquid here if they can pick this one up again and really run away with this first half. But so far, so good. Crims with the UMP, holding above Pop Dog for now. Bomb will be in that area as well. Going towards Ivy and just trying to show presence. They probably will end up maybe towards an inside play considering the setup right now. Could also do the outside pincer, of course. Still with their smokes and a bit of damage coming in there. What just happened?
There was some team damage from Crims.
What? Why did he do that?
Try to motivate him, I suppose.
Get down there.
Yeah.
You're going first.
There's no turning back now. Well, I like this from Liquid. Just a bit of an echo of the stuff that we were seeing on Mirage.
Yeah, absolutely. We haven't seen too much of that. They haven't really had a chance to kind of establish themselves economically, and that's sometimes the downfall of this playstyle. If you're losing round after round and getting reset, you don't really have the utility or even the firepower sometimes to really justify going for it, and you have to just play a very standard game and hope you can get yourself established. Look at this, 30 seconds remaining. They do have 2 flashbangs. And to be fair, Fnatic with no final commitment just yet. This is going to be an interesting round for them. Outside, they will go with the bomb. But they've got to get their skates on here. This is looking a little bit dicey in terms of the final play.
It's only 20 seconds on the clock, and Twist and Nitro just picking it up. Elish with a kill on Crims. That grenade kind of bounce right into his face, and Flusher comes flying down the ladder to take him down. But realistically, there's only 10 seconds here, and the bomb is all dropped out there, so can't really do much of anything. That's Liquid picking up a 4th round and making their way slowly back into the first half. And what was that, like, indecision from Fnatic?
I'm not really sure. They seem to be waiting for that aggression to come in once again. I think they were just saying, right, at some point they're going to be pushing something on the map. And we did get a bit of presence there towards A main, but that was about it. Not over committing and getting right in there looking at the frags. They were just kind of hunting for information, the CTs. They got that, fell back, and then Fnatic, like we said, the fun they actually go for the final play. 30 seconds on the clock, so you still got to deploy your smokes, find the kills, and then get the bomb down as well. And then when they lost the first kill, they were just like, well, this definitely isn't happening anymore. Let's just kind of try and get 1 or 2 back, and we'll have to just retreat at that stage. Liquid now winning a few rounds in a row, or 2 to be exact. And now we have a scout up for Dennis. I'm not sure I'm a fan of this play. We'll see what he can do with that. I think the UMP would be more than ideal, even a Tech 9 over this, but let's see what he's got in mind.
Especially because that scout purchase leaves him with really no utility at all.
And no head armor as well. So against his M4s, he's going to just get blown out of the water, really. I'm not sure what the thought process is behind that one, but I would have preferred the Tech 9 utility over the scout.
JDM, he was playing that position last round, and this time he gets rewarded for a bit of patience. I like that play. I especially like the fact that he's not just sitting crouched there all the time, because people pop flash that all the time now. Yep. So when he's sort of, you know, optimizing his chances to not get flashed, and if he has the flashbang, he knows he's going to have to re-peek in and get a kill. So it's, yeah, I think it's a good way of doing that.
Well, this will be the round that breaks the Fnatic economy, and JW, he's having none of that. He takes down Elish, shot there. So now we do have a chance, 4 on 4. Smoke's available as well. Nitro just investigating towards Pop Dog here, and main entrance as well. Hasn't got that much backup to work with here. Teammate coming in from the connector. Looks like will we maybe heading back towards inside, and having a look there, it's Stanislaw. But his spools right now on the inside bomb site. We said he can be fantastic in this position. Haven't really seen it today, but JDM finds another frag here, takes down JW. That's the AWP drop. So now that probably does funnel them inside. 25 seconds remaining once again. 1 kill from Stanislaw. Oh, the incendiary, so good. I love it. He denies that plant.
That is really gorgeous, isn't it? Stan going to move up, take down Olofmeister by the sidewalk. He's even adjusting his aim and looking for him, but Flusher actually going to best him in that angle. But how on earth do you survive this? You're trapped here. Now 1 versus 3, and Dennis with a scout. Not even going to happen. JDM will take him down. That's 5 rounds for Team Liquid. They just play these rounds very well all of a sudden. We talk about this a lot. I think we were mentioning it yesterday, just saving the incendiary or a smoke for those kind of situations, especially with an anchor player as well. If you've got that final commitment coming towards the inside site, 20 seconds remaining, right? You drop an incendiary there. Sure, you only get 1 kill, but they cannot plant the bomb for another 6 seconds at that point. So they're standing around and you're allowing your teammates to rotate in, denying that plant, putting them in really unfavorable situations. That's just really cool play from Stanislaw generally. And he's found them. There it is once again, 3 rounds. And Fnatic lost bonus accumulating now. Bomb plant's going down, but it's not looking too great for round number 13. They've had a great half already. Like, I think even if they lose 8-7, they'll be absolutely fine with that. Anything at this point is going to be a bonus. It's definitely one of the most CT-sided maps we have in the pool right now. But for this one at least, Tech 9s, a CZ, a few smokes. This is like a set piece round. You're just calling the smokes off the bat of the round. Usually, try and get the wall of smokes down there, force a bomb plant out. You can see them lining up, of course. Yes. And this is just a chance to try and get the plant in. That's the main objective. It's unlikely you win these rounds, but they do have snowball effects, right? Get 1 kill, pick up a rifle. This looks like a fake, in fact. I actually like this a lot. So a couple players getting out Pop Dog. They'll be baiting in, and I'm assuming the other 3 will go towards inside for the lower ramp. Actually, in the way for the smoke. Dennis looking the wrong way when he comes through there. That's a bit unfortunate.
Right now.
Yeah, Stan still doing a fine job getting the double spray. I mean, you called him out earlier and said that he was good at anchoring that bomb site. Do you want to elaborate on what does that mean? What does that term mean for anyone new?
The best thing you can possibly do, I'm not looking for multiple frags. I'm not looking for someone to go wild and spray everyone down, right? I'm looking for someone who has survivability, someone who can get information, calculated aggression, go for picks at the lower ramp, call for their teammates when they need to, and just hold them off. The good utility usage is my favorite thing to watch. There's great positions like this. He's not in too much danger. He can get 1 frag and he can drop down, but he actually gets multiple there as well. And it just seems very calculated every single time. Like, when you've got players like that, like the thoughts like ZipX comes to mind as well. Someone who can play a bomb site and is good for 1 or 2 frags every single time. That's what we want to see.
I'm wondering if Fnatic noticed something about the Liquid setup in the last round. Oh, Crim's going to open up and take down Stanislaw. That's a really good shot. And now they have to just scramble to rotate to get in here. Crim's long-range fight, and the spray doesn't come through. But it will work out for Flusher anyway. They've opened up the bomb site, and they're actually rotating back out into the A yard. So Fnatic completely throwing Liquid off, and it's just going to be JDM left here. 1 versus 4. This was just a that quick kill and then the follow-up by Crims to run in, that was enough to sell it.
It's weird when they went off this fast-paced gameplay. They were doing so well at the start. When they started slowing it down back to the default, that's when Liquid got back into it. This makes a lot of sense. Like, they probably just realized, well, should we just keep getting the rushes and getting those fast picks and getting out there? And they've won the half now, 8-6. We're going to the final round. Still money available for Liquid. But yeah, this is a much more convincing performance from Fnatic generally. Here's Crims.
Oh my
nice
God.
little job there. Stanislaw shut down this time. And Flusher actually towards the inside bomb side as well. It's just so confusing with the CTs. Once you lose that vision and presence towards inside, like we said, Stanislaw anchoring that inside area, he's by himself. As soon as he goes down, it forces a rotation. Flusher capitalizes on that. And we go into round number 15. Double orb set up once again. It's worked for Liquid. Got them back into this game at least. And we'll see whether it works out once again. I like this from JDM. Sees the flashbang coming down. Doesn't quite catch him, so he can stay there for now. I think he gets his pick all day long. Maybe not. Pretty far in the wrong position.
A bit of a high-risk situation, but in the end, just going to be falling back. Twist to take down JW. That's a really strong start. Can they follow it up now, Fnatic? Lost a bit of control down towards Ivy. Olofmeister going to go down. Twist finding another kill, this time through the smoke. 5 versus 3 here in the 15th round, so they got no chance. They have to go for it. And they need a couple of really good entry frags, and they've not been easy to come by for Fnatic on this B-bomb side, it feels like.
I'm interested to see if JDM has an angle here. It looked like he threw the smoke in a specific way to maybe give him a gap, but still, 5-on-3 and Flush up. He knows he has to work a little bit harder here. No gap there. There it is. But Flusher in the inside sight. JDM takes on Dennis, and that should be it now. Clean round, 5 kills coming in for Liquid, only 1 in return. 8-7. They're still quite jovial over there. They're a map up. It was a rough start of the half. They were considerably down, like 7-2 at one stage, Anders, but good adjustments, and oh god, there it is again.
The crowd is loving it.
I'm loving it, you're loving it. Will we ever see Anders dab though? That's the question.
Listen, I try not to do that.
No?
I feel like it's, yeah.
Not your thing?
It's not a thing. We can come up with better things, I'm sure.
Yeah, you come up with your own move, perhaps. Just make that a thing.
The Anders.
We'll get t-shirts out there, we'll get hats, and people can just do it at events all the time. Anyway, second half looks like it's beginning here. Fnatic, of course, in the CT half now. Liquid with 4 sets of armor. They've got flashbangs and smoke. I think the smoke's been deployed towards Connector already. So it's going to be a fast inside play, but JW looking to mow them down. He gets 1 and 2 as well. Backed up. It's going to be JDM finding a frag in return. That completely subsides the round, though. They had Flush at the upper ramp, so whatever rush they had in mind has been taken down. 4-on-3 in favor of Fnatic.
Real talk, Henry, that should never happen. You get that close with the locks, I mean, he gets the first headshot.
He shouldn't be getting 2 kills, I don't think.
And look at Dennis. This is some nice initiative. They should get the information that since there's no one, like soon someone should start to put all the information together here and sort of think, okay, Dennis is that far up. It should be a B push coming in. They're actually running into the site now. So nice headshot from Olofmeister, long range there. The USPs are finally working for Fnatic. It's all on JDM. He's stolen one of them though, but this is almost impossible. 1 versus 4. He's trapped on the bomb side. He can't get out and he's going to go down. Olofmeister landing a 2nd kill of the round, and that's now they're well on their way to a 3rd map, I would say. Like 9-7, good chance they could make it 11-7 before Liquid, well maybe I guess 10-7 before Liquid could have a real chance. Yeah, that's pretty cool stuff there, JW especially. We saw the early smoke coming in towards Connector to start to set them up for this fast inside push, but how is JW surviving for so long? I guess it's so frantic at that point. The call's like, he's lower ramp, so you're instantly thinking he's actually on the ramp itself, but obviously he's on that ledge position. It can be difficult to come in and pre-fire that, buys him a little bit more time, so he finds a 2nd kill. Flusher was backing him up from upper as well, so it was just an absolute nightmare in that inside area. That's round number 2. So, bomb went down, so we'd assume, Anders, that AK is coming out in the 3rd. So PT50's there. Chance to get a bomb down once again. If you go towards inside, right, even with just pistols, maybe sometimes it's just Glocks, you're almost guaranteed a trade at some point. So the bomb's very likely to go down on this inside area. So you can see right now, Flusher on the minimap. He's there by himself, right? Go towards inner, 1 flash over. If you can just get 1 kill, even if you suppose 4 of you down, if you get that 1 kill, you're going to get the bomb down. That significantly improves their chances going into round number 4. Or 3, I should say. You're right, and even worse, Olofmeister, who's behind him now on the bomb site, he doesn't have any like Molotovs or anything to stop the plant, so if they actually just get on there, and there's a long-range shot, oh my god! Twist coming in with 2 stunning headshots. The North American magician at work once again, a 3rd one. What's happening, Twist? utterly wrecking Fnatic in this round. It's now a 2 versus 3 with the bomb down, and he's looking for more. Still got bullets left, 10 of them currently in the magazine, and he's finally going to be taken care of by Dennis, but there is a flank coming in. Unfortunately, the bomb is not planted for Stanislaw, so don't think he can actually stop this defuse, but this is just amazing play from Twist.
Yeah, what on earth was that? How is he getting that many frags? No armor, no nades, PG50, finds 3 kills, all headshots as well. That's kind of nuts. He really is kind of showcasing himself at this tournament so far. Let's have a look at this and enjoy it. That's long range, that's not bad at all. There's the second, and very good job just to do so much damage there. This must have been kind of nuts range, but still, there he is, Twist. Why are we calling him a magician, out of interest?
Last name, Van Dulken, that's got to be a magician's name. There's no way around
that. That's literally
that's
it. That's
the
all we've got,
extent of
Van
it.
Dulken. Must be a magician.
The amazing Van Dulken, I've got to assume.
Got a bit of ring to it, I guess.
Check out his family tree later, family history, find out if there are any magicians there. I feel like there must be.
Wow.
18th round is coming up now, and we've got a Mag 7 for JW. That's a classic, isn't it?
It really is. The master of cheese in Counter-Strike, I would say.
Yes.
Loves the shotguns, loves the lesser weapons, and we'll see whether he can get rolling there. It's going to be the Mag 7 up against the AKs and all.
I'm sorry. He's just walked right in. They have no idea that he was there. Now he's going to be jumping down, but Flush has dropped the bomb. It's right in front of him, so still a 4-on-4. And Fnatic going to come in with a rotation really quick. They know that this is definitely a push. JW in the smoke right behind Dennis with a double spray down, doing everything he needs to here. And JDM and Stan, it worked out so well in the beginning, but now they're in a lot of trouble. JDM still finding a kill on one and hiding on the bomb site itself. And where is Stan? He's going in with a really long flank, and it's not going to be there in time.
He needs to be careful with these flanks. He doesn't seem to be part of the action ever. His teammates battling. If they had one extra player there, maybe they have a chance. But still, he fights on. Takes down Crims. 45 seconds remaining as well. Up against the shotgun and AWP. If anything, this is ideal. He has the only real rifle here. He gets 1 kill. Maybe they have a real nightmare on their hands. And there it is. What a shot to take down Dennis. That's the orb neutralized as well. Now JW, just with the aforementioned Mag 7. How does he win this round? Stanislaw out of nowhere. 20 HP coming towards the lower ramp, and 1 shot could do it from the Mag 7. Goes down to 19 HP. He knows that means JW is going to be close by, and he's going back towards outside Anders.
I mean, this is brilliant. The Molotov that JW put down actually blocked him from chasing.
That's right,
and now he's just making a run for it. He couldn't do anything about that, and he's double gamed him. Stanislaw.
Oh no, the mind games is too much.
Do they have actual mind-reading capabilities on Liquid? Because this is next level. JW's got to feel so red. He thought, well, it might be a double cross, and then he actually went back to the A-bomb side anyway. 19 health, I think that's the big issue here, but he's ready and waiting. He's in headshot range. Just 1 click is all it takes. He's going to get a little bit of damage into JW, who's now waiting on the other side. The Molotov is going to rain in. He goes for the peek. He can't shoot past him. The fire is right behind him. He's looking for it. He falls back into the flames. And JW, see the sigh of relief there. They will be able to win the round, but that was right on the edge, Henry.
Absolutely on the edge. I think everyone in this auditorium was on the edge of their seat. Unbelievable. The rotations, the mind games, the drama. It was beautiful. Stanislaw, I cut him out of this situation, but somehow found something here. That second shot as well. What in God's name was that? So close to winning it. Those are the hardest kills to get. The ones that are presented, the city's not looking, you know it means everything. And he dropped down into the flames. And I think that means there has to be an eco here for Liquid. I would consider forcing it, considering you've taken them down so many close situations here. And that's why, okay, they're taking a timeout. So they could consider the force buy here. I would say definitely do it. Like, just to, like, all things considered.
Yes.
It's been so many close rounds here. I think they do manage to do it. Everyone's getting excited here.
That's
a little bit sleepy, it seems.
That's a good camera fight. That's adorable. It's much better than dabbing, I have to say. Well, 11-7 is the scoreline here, and the 19th round is coming up. And you know what, Henry? They've taken you up on your challenge. They said, listen, Henry wants to force buy. We'll try and go for it. They got Tech 9 and armor. They've still got a little bit in the back left for the upcoming round, but this is going to be interesting.
We'll see what they can do. Tech 9s, armor, smokes, flashbangs. Sometimes enough to bring around in your favor. JW, though, Mag 7, always a nuisance with this weapon, winning the previous clutch just about up against Stanislaw there. This is a big round. CTs, they're just as vulnerable as the terrorists right now, and considering their money so low. Losing this one can mean a double eco going forward. 1 minute 20 remaining. We have an inside play with Stanislaw, the in-game leader. He seems to be quite focused on showing presence by himself on one side of the map, getting information, telling his team when to come in when he thinks he's done enough, right? He still has a smoke. Molotov, that might slow the team down somewhat, considering he's been smoked out of position, but they are setting up now. Smoke down lower ramp. This might be the play. There it is, and Flusher's actually in a very passive position. He's got backup, though, coming in thick and fast.
Yeah, it seemed like they were almost playing that like a retake at the beginning of the round there on the B bomb side, saying, listen, if they rush B, we'll just have to try and go for it afterwards. Now, things are looking a lot more B heavy. They've even got Dennis close in that C connector, so Liquid, they're going to get onto the bomb side, and they should definitely be getting a bomb plant here, but they won't be able to go anywhere afterwards, which means they'll be locked on the side itself, and that's so dangerous on the T side. And Dennis again with the spray coming in. Twist takes one, but JW, the max 7, mowing them down, just absolutely shredding them. And Twist, we've seen it before, but this time it's just too much. Flusher will take him down, and it will be 12-7 in favor of Fnatic. Henry, they're just 4 rounds away from taking it to map 3, and that'd be quite something.
It would be indeed. Dennis doing some good work here with the M4A4. Can just see everyone running through the smoke. That's a bit of a nightmare. JW from the pop dog at the start finds 2 frags there with the max 7. So nice work from him. Farms a lot of money for himself going forward. He can probably drop weapons for his teammates. And we'll go to round number 20 now. With the bomb going down once again, I think we're at 4 state loss bonus as well. We do get a decent buy for Liquid here in round number 20. All for JW though. We'll see if he can step up against JDM. Still not done quite here yet. If Liquid can start getting a few rounds in a row, right back into it. This is a very telling round as the rest of this half will go down. So far, but a wall bang damage, not really landing just yet. That's some courtesy of Crims. In for the inside control, but the looks of things here. No one towards Ivy or main entrance. So this will be an inside play eventually. And so probably one of those full executions, maybe boost JDM up at the start just to see if you can have a look around. I haven't ever seen a kill come from that the last year, that boost towards the inside area, but...
No, it seems to have faded.
Yeah, it really has. It's always worth a go though, I guess. You never know.
This is interesting. Are they going to go in without any kind of signal? Usually there'd be a smoke or a flash to signal. Yeah, they're running in naked to this bomb site. That's really hard for Flusher to see. He's no idea. They're going to be right on top of him. What a call from Liquid. That's so bold. And now the Molotovs are coming in. I love everything about this round from the American side. That's beautiful Counter-Strike.
Yeah.
You saw how Flusher was like, wait, but you haven't even thrown any grenades and now you're shooting at me.
Well, I guess at that point he's just waiting. That's his anchor sort of role. He's not really actively hunting for information. He's just there listening for the nuances, any sort of flashbang smokes. He's going to tell him an execute's coming, then he's trying to buy time at that point. But, like you said, that's a full contact play, right? You're going in as slowly as you possibly can, getting as close to the bomb site, and then when you get contact with the CTS, or we call it that, obviously, that's when you explode on the site. They get that first pick, and you can see round over. It's so rare in Counter-Strike to see a round like this. You just get 1 kill, and that's the end of it. But it's the correct decision for Fnatic. They were so far removed. Obviously, taking a bit of a gamble. We discussed this in the first half as well. If you can get 1 player established in the inside bomb site, he's happy to play there by himself. Having 4 outside is very powerful. It's the more prominent bomb site of the 2. And unfortunately, this time for Fnatic doesn't work out for them. But they do make the right decision. But what we said, that's a full reset round. So keep the guns up. They'll have to drop a weapon over, but they're absolutely fine in that respect. 12-8, still with a significant lead here. Liquid finding 1 in return. And I guess that if an in-game lead, that's got to be the most satisfying kind of round, generally.
Yes.
Getting 1 kill and you win. It means you just completely out-strategize them then. You completely adapted and wrecked them in that sense.
We'll see if Fnatic can continue on this path. It's been looking good, but it's not like Liquid aren't prepared to play this T side. They're doing a really fine job. A lot of grenades landing on the A bomb site, but looks like the bomb is heading the other way instead. Molotov's out, grenade is in, and Twist is down and out. Every time they get a kill on Twist, I feel like that's a positive sign for the Swedish team. And Flusher doing a good job in holding on to the bomb site right now. Liquid, they've got to fall back and readjust. They still got plenty of time, and even still at least 1 smoke, so they could make something work if they want to try and see if they can get at a pop dog here.
Oh, everything's slowing down. Liquid adjust to T-spawn, it seems. Stanislaw will be sticking a pop dog. He'll be taken down for sure. Why? He's got the knife out. Oh dear. It makes you walk like maybe like I think it's like 10% faster, maybe even less than that when you're walking. It's definitely not worth when you have no idea what's around the corner. Like in that particular scenario, unless he's desperately trying to get somewhere quickly, that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
It's probably one of those player ticks, isn't it? Like how people swap between weapons. That it's just ingrained and he can't turn it off. But cost him a lot then. 40 seconds on the clock. 3 versus 4. And JW, can he get the flick in? He's going to see them right then and there. And he actually legs Elige. Went for the double scope as well. Still, they know what's up. They know it's coming. Olofmeister in a lot of trouble standing in the fight for a very long time, and he's going to go down. But refrag with Elige, who was carrying the bomb. So 2 versus 3 here. And we'll see if they can work some magic. Nitro, what a shot on JW, turning around, taking down Flusher as well. All of a sudden, it slips out of the hands of Fnatic, and it's now just Crims left, 1-on-2 here, and should be able to get the bomb plant down, no problem. Really tough retake here for Crims.
Yeah, but he's undetected for now, so a decent position at least. Get 1 kill, then our booster chances so significantly here. Misses the shot though, gives his position away. Now it's looking unlikely, I have to say. No nades, and Molotov on the bomb, might just want to fall back here. They know this is going to be the end of the money. Doing some damage, but that's not going to be enough, I'm afraid, at this point. Just going to be falling back, maybe try and find the AWP. Still fancies it, but there's no reason for them to face it until he touches the bomb.
Yeah, he's going to go and tap it even once, and they're just doing a really good job hiding here. He goes down to JDM. Another really good round for Liquid, and it looked like they had lost it there, but Nitro stepping up with a really great double kill.
That was great, wasn't it?
12-9.
Wow.
I'm not saying Fnatic should be scared necessarily, but this is about that time where you just want to finish this game. You know, don't let them get the confidence back in. Twister's been playing amazingly. JDM has picked up 17 kills as well. And Elish hasn't even had to do that much work. I mean, if he starts to plug in again, what happens?
Lounge Nation on the screen just there?
Yeah, lounging his way all the way out of the camera.
Yeah, it's not too bad at all. Well, here we go then. Eco for Fnatic. Crims did not save his weapon. Olaf might get some body armor. CZ very unlikely to win this round. If they do, Liquid probably out of this one. It'd be an absolute nightmare. They'll give this away. JW, though, being a bit of a nuisance for JDM. And Twist stepping up. That should be the round concluded. A couple of kills coming in his favor. This will be a 4-on-2 now. Olaf Meister and Flutter remain. And nothing really to get too excited about here. They might get a 1D or something like that, but that's about as good as it's going to get. CZ is better. Why Stanistor seems to be so far removed from his teammates most of the rounds. Like, he's going down alone without a refrag most of the time.
Really good job. JDM not falling for the shoulder peek there, which is, I mean, I guess sort of standard if you're an AWP like JDM, but you don't want to make that mistake. So I definitely appreciate seeing that. I don't know if we're going to get it on the replay, but that was the 3rd kill that he got. 12-10 the scoreline, and moving into the 23rd round. What do you do if you're Fnatic? Are there any obvious changes to you here, Henry?
They haven't
that
really experimented with the CT pushes as of yet. We haven't gone like super aggressive towards Ivy or inside ramp, so it looks like Liquid are kind of dominating the pace of the game. And once again, another fast-paced play is what we wanted to see from them. We saw on Mirage. Can we get more out of this? And Legion open things up, and it's JW smoked out of position here. Wildly firing off shots, but it's Dennis striking from Pop. They'll get him back in the round now. 3-on-3. Crims will be joining him, but now smoked out himself. He probably has to rotate through inside.
Dennis Sprays has just been on point this whole train map.
Really has.
And that's obviously huge for them.
No kits, Sanders, and it's just a note.
You're right. But they do at least have Molotovs and smokes, so maybe they could still force someone from Liquid to peek, but they're going to have to be quick about it. You're right, that diffuse kit makes such a big difference. They need to force their hand right now. There's the smoke coming up. That's going to be the first sign. It does actually go really short of the bomb. Yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. The bomb is still out in the open, I believe, and Twist will pick up 1 frag. Nitro still holding by the E-box, and there's just no time here. Flusher just has to try and get out, and Nitro won't let him. That's 11 rounds for Liquid.
Yeah, Nitro's been one of those players that recently hasn't been like as good as he was in 2016, right? But now we're starting to see glimmers of it. Every couple of maps or so, it's coming back, and that brutal aim. He was that tag team combo with Elish for so long, and we're seeing him kind of at least having some good rounds. He's not posting the biggest numbers, but still a couple of rounds in a row now. He's had significant impact. It's looking good for him. And a Fnatic timer, Anders. He said they just want to finish this game as quickly as they possibly can, but I don't think that's an option right now. They have to take another eco here. Got a full buy from Liquid. They've out won 4 rounds in a row. Here's Twist once again. The Magician, as we're calling him, for some reason. It's still escaping me, but I like it. I'm going to get on board. And just great shots from Nitro to finish it off there. Both headshots, of course. That round was already over, just to know as well. He was just trying to do what he could. Yes. They had no kits, so it was a bit desperate. We did see that short smoke coming in as well. It was almost useless, really. Like, he was just assuming as a default plant. Was not the case, so I'm afraid. And round number 24 coming in very shortly. Purchases have been made. Crims buys the CZ. So there's flush up, so it will just be a little partial buy here. They have maximum loss minutes next round. Maybe that's when we see the double AWP. We haven't seen that adjustment yet from Fnatic.
That is true. Well, listen, the only C set that I care about is the Flusher C set 75.
Why
that's
is that?
A throwback. That's just,
oh, right, yeah. They went back in the day.
It's been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah,
but,
well,
you know,
that thing was broken, but he took advantage of it, I have to say.
Yeah, I want to see it back, you know.
You want to see that back?
Well, not necessarily the change, but just
the
Flusher.
AWP and rifle combo.
Crims is going to be maybe the first point of contact. There is a huge flag coming in from JW at C main as well, but Flusher walking right into the fire, and JW got taken down as well. Quick up and down the ladder.
Yeah.
Not feeling welcome at all.
Quick little visit. Realizes it's a bit too hot to handle, so he'll fall back there. And they've got some body armor to save that. Oh, maybe not. That's one player down. Stanislaw holding the flanks as usual, flashing out, like I said. Body armor to save, that's something. If you can find one kill and upgrade to an AK, that'd be amazing. A lifeline perhaps, but they've still got a decent buy next round. This will be 5 in a row now for Liquid. After going down 4-0 in the second half, you were saying it's like Fnatic looking like they'll probably close this one out. It's a matter of time, but now 5 in a row for Liquid. $3,400 for the Fnatic side, and we haven't seen much of an adjustment. It's been pretty standard gameplay from them. I haven't seen JW really move his position from the Ivy area. He's just been watching Ivy, watching main entrance, getting smoked out. I think we need him to push maybe Ivy itself, go for the first pick, maybe up a ramp. Something a little bit more avant-garde. Let's get in their faces. Let's go for the first pick and stop letting Liquid dictate the pace of the game so far.
I think you're right.
What's this? This is a new thing.
We've got fidget spinners and
Fidget
dapping
spinners,
and
woos and dabs. We've got it all in the UK. Welcome, Anders.
How far we've fallen, I guess. 12-12. The score is tied right now between these two teams. And you were saying, don't let Liquid take all the initiative. Just get some of that back. Make sure they're a little bit scared on the map. And maybe that is going to be the recipe. They've certainly got the anti-rush grenades coming out already towards Pop Dog. And I'm starting to get a bit worried here for the Fnatic team. They were doing so well on this map. They were off to a brilliant start, and now it just looks a bit tricky. We've seen this one before, but oh no!
Here we go.
Stanislaw was supposed to bait for his teammate. He wasn't supposed to just get shot in the shoulder.
Absolutely. Well, that's a gift for Fnatic there. 5-4 now. Still a lot of work to do. JDM trying to get something going. He's just showing presence of the orb. If you look at the mini-map right now, 3 players inside. The fact you hear an orb going off at Ivy, you just assume it to be more than just JDM there. This contact play, just walking in, helping yourself to the B side. You know Flush will be here by himself. And Elite can't find the aim here, but the refrag coming in, and then some. Twist and Nitro both chiming in. It's going to be a 3-on-3 now. Low HP on a couple of players, but they have got inside control.
Bit of a misplay actually from Liquid. I think they put the Molotov into the smoke, so obviously that doesn't really work. Otherwise that would have kept Fnatic for a lot longer. They're going to re-smoke it. Fnatic can't wait any longer. They sort of have to push through. And JDM is also now finally coming in with the AWP, and that's going to be lethal from that top range.
Oh, Nitro.
Right, he's got it. He's managed to creep his way through, but JW's actually there to take him down. Let's see if Twister's got what it takes. He's going to go down to Dennis right away. The Molotov is going to land on. They don't have any smokes to stop this, and there's one on Crims. I think he just picked up, but how long can they wait for it? He's going to run in. Crims sitting inside the fire, and he will just have it, even taking the damage. I think he's going to get it in Fnatic, finding a 13th round. They steal another AWP, and this is going to go down to the limit again.
That was too close for comfort, I have to say. The Molotov there, it's always a bit of the Joker play at the end. Like, you're a 3 versus 1. You can drop that. You hope they have no smoke, and you're right. He did not mean to peek that far out. Dennis, good job with the M4. Molotov deployed. I didn't see a kit there, so the last second they picked it up. If Dennis doesn't get this kill, though, that is definitely round over. Just about nails it. They defused the bomb. I think it was like 1 second to go there. So not the most comfortable of rounds, but still doing a decent job, keeping their heads above water and keeping that lead. Double orb setup, like you said, the first time we've seen this from Fnatic. Number 26, we certainly are going the distance here. And I keep 3 players alive in the previous round, but still a significant expense buying up into this one with the reinvestment of the grenades and M4s. We'll see what they can do here. Another inside play by the looks of things from Liquid. 1 player holding Pop Dog. 4 of them heading in, and nothing at Ivy, which means they've lost track of information on the map. They probably have to commit here in the next 15 seconds or so, get in there, try and get that first strike once again. But now there should be an orb backing them up. There is indeed Olaf Meister towards the upper ramp, so that makes things a lot more problematic.
It does, and we'll see if Flusher could do a good job. If he doesn't go down right away, that Molotov that he's got in his pocket could be a bit interesting. And Olaf, can he get this kill easy enough on Stan? Liquid are in a lot of trouble, as you said, because they've got no Ivy control. They sort of need to make something happen. The Molotov is going to force them to hold back, but they've already thrown in all of the utility. They have to make a move. They're not going to have very many more grenades to do anything with, so this is already a bit of a failed round from Liquid, and they can't afford that. Fnatic are about to be at 14. They finally make their way onto the bomb site, but Fnatic, they're starting to rotate in, although they catch Flusher reloading. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, now we've got something to work with here. Bomb down, 4-on-4, but Olaf Meister, we said he could be a nuisance, finds the kill towards Twist, but Elite fighting back. So is JDM. 2 versus 2 now. This round is so important. It looks like Fnatic have got it, but Nitro, we said he's been good the last couple of rounds. Not good enough here. He gets taken down by Crims, and Fnatic desperately pick up the round and put 14 on the board. If they lose that, that's a reset. Maybe Liquid run away with this one. The money's still decent, though, for the American side. The bomb will be defused. 14-12. We've got about 6K, even 9K in some instances on Team Liquid, so they're absolutely fine. They're still keeping Fnatic modest. They haven't achieved match point just yet, or map point I should say, so still keep buying into these rounds, Liquid. If they just win one Anders, that's going to be the turning point. I mean, they can get back into it and actually level things out. Timeout for Team Liquid now. A chance just to calm down. Been some very chaotic rounds, I have to say.
They have been, absolutely, and that was one hell of a round for Molov. I think it was a triple kill for him, so he's doing much better on this map, and actually all of Fnatic are than on the previous one.
The adjustment they've made right now, we said, is the first time we've seen that double AWP, right?
Yes.
All of Mice are there, like they've been struggling with those really slow inside plays and his contact with lack of smoke and stuff. Now you've got the AWP there as well. Bang, low ramp, you just find that first kill, it shuts him down, means it can't get so much presence so close, and surprise flusher as well. So it seems like that's the perfect call at this point. Liquid might have to struggle this one, maybe they get back to a more tactical game. That's normally my go-to idea when you're up against double AWP setups. You're going for the wall of smokes, right? Get the bomb down as quickly as you possibly can, and at that stage, the AWP has to retake the bomb zone. That's when it becomes very problematic. So here we go then, we're back into it, round number 27, and we'll see what Liquid have brought to the table with their tactical pause.
But I think your point is even more valid if you look at the setup on that A site for Fnatic. They're all so far back
Behind
that the wall of smoke you're referencing, they're all going to be behind it, right? Because some teams will play very aggressively, far forward on this map. That's not what Fnatic are doing at the moment. So I think there is a bit of a gap. We're going to see the run boost, and actually this is great from JW. Oh, I will see it. But if you do that in a better way, you can actually get the jump over so that JW can't see it. That Molotov bouncing off of him, that's weird.
He takes a sip, throws it on the floor.
Just a little bit. Calm down the nerves. 14 to 12. I mean, this is very intense. JDM taking out Crims, and that was all the way by Popdog, just sneaking in and getting that one, but a good refrag from Flusher. Interesting. Now what's the plan here for Liquid? They have the bomb. They could have. It looked like they actually wanted to go for the setup because Twist was up there, but they should have cancelled it.
Well, for now, technically an advantage towards Liquid, but I don't think in this particular instance, considering up against two orbs as well, and overall map presence coming in. Looks like Fnatic have got control of the situation. Dennis now trying to focus attention between Popdog and outside as well, but it's going to be JW backing him up. Very nice stuff as well. It's looking very promising to get towards map point here. Dennis, what a monster performance he's having in this round, particularly up towards Twist now, who probably is out of it. He's been lights out so far and still causing damage. 20 seconds remaining.
Yeah, this is so tough. He's got no time in. They're pretty far away. That's maybe the only thing going for him at the moment is maybe they're not going to be close enough to stop the plant, but Flusher going to be peeking out of C connector to take him down. That's map point in favor of Fnatic, 15-12. And even worse, Liquid's economy is not looking good. It's not.
Fnatic now looking to strike back. If you are just joining us, we opened things up with Mirage, which was actually Fnatic's map pick, right? They lost 16-6. They got completely blown out of the water, but we did say a team of this caliber can always bounce back, and going on to Liquid's map pick Train, where they actually struggled against Cloud9 yesterday, Fnatic, so looking much better today. The double AWP set, I think that's been the adjustment that's really been key here. AKs, Tech-9s, and an outside rush by the looks of things. Let's see what you've got. JDM with the AWP as well. JW looking to shut it down, but it's Dennis to find the first frag.
Taking down Elige, that's a good start. Twist will get one refrag at least on Dennis, and Stanislaw, he sees the gun barrel. He wants to get up somehow. The bomb is planted really quick in this round. And Liquid, they know they have to go all in here, coming up with the Tech-9 and taking down all of Meister. That's the start, but Flusher gets the refrag. He can't get back down the ladder. I'm not even sure why he wanted to. Just surely stay up there and wait for someone to try and get the defuse. Crims with a good flank. This could well make the map, and he's going to take down JDM. Twist realizes he's in a lot of trouble behind this E-box. One grenade comes out, he just challenges it and actually gets the spray on Crims, goes for another one. Twist is down, and Nitro's next to follow, and Fnatic going to be able to win the map here. 16-12 against Team Liquid. We're going to go to map 3, Henry. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought indeed? I think that's very fitting considering what we saw on Mirage. It seemed like Fnatic just weren't turning up today. Olaf Meister, the man of the match over in DreamHack, didn't seem to have any sort of performance whatsoever. And now they're starting to get it together. They've got blown out the water for a 16-6, but a convincing performance, I have to say. Good adjustments. It wasn't a mastermind game of Counter-Strike from them, but it was enough, right? They were adjusting at least. They weren't letting Liquid control the pace throughout the entirety of the second half. They got shut down. Adaptation was being made at the right time. So it's good to see Fnatic bouncing back, and we kind of thought going into this one, 3 maps were very likely, and it's delivered on that front at least.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see if they can keep up the pace. Like, was this the best they could do in this series, or was it the warm-up, and now they're ready to play map 3. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be exciting.
Yeah, we didn't see the craziest game from Alicia. If you missed the first map, like, it was unbelievable, the performance he posted there. It was still decent, it wasn't bad, but Nitro's starting to show some glimmers of hope there in terms of, like, we're looking to him have a resurgence as well.
Yeah.
We saw some good rounds from him. Stanislaw, though, for me, like in the T side especially, he seems like he may be a little bit too far removed from his teammates right now. He's got an objective in mind, fall towards this side of the map, I'll come with the flanks, but then the round seems like it's already over before he gets involved. So that's a bit of a problem sometimes.
It's going to be interesting. It's going to be right after the break, so stay with us. Map 3 is coming up. Don't go anywhere.
If you're a fan of crutches, then get your hands on this. But now let's focus on an even greater product, Taser.com, a competitive gaming platform.
Wow, James, that sure sounds amazing.
It is amazing, Dan. On Taser, you can find the toughest dudes in the galaxy.